Everything is in the show notes, guys. 2 for $5 or 15 for $13, guys. Welcome in, J-Flow. It's been a while. Follow J-Flow, guys. He's also on Whatnot. I used to love watching this as a kid, the Batman, the animated series. I was like, how old was I? Like 8 or 9 when it came out? Pretty good, I guess. This one actually goes for a little bit on the internet for some weird reason. The True Lies with I think it goes for like 15. I think, or 10. I don't know if it's gone down. This creeps me out. I don't know why. Where the wild things are. I don't know why. Where the wild things are. I don't know why. It used to scare me as a kid. Not scare me, but like, I don't know. The characters are actually kind of creepy if you think about it. I don't know why they made it into a movie, like, in general. They're making everything into movies now. They canceled the Jason thing. They canceled it. I guess they did like a testing or something, and I guess it didn't work out. This is such a good movie. The Fifth Element. I don't care what people say, but some people say it's stupid, but I just love that movie. That movie's funny. Some people hate it, some people love it. Fifth Element. Her daughter looks exactly like her in the movie when she was younger. The actress that came out in Resident Evil. I don't know her name, but if you know, you know. Napoleon Dynamite, such a funny movie, but I already have it on DVD. My grandma loves that movie, Napoleon Dynamite. So funny. They have like 5 versions of these. They have like a Latino version. They have like a 70s version, an 80s version. It's crazy how many versions they have of Freaky Friday. They said they were going to make a part 2, but I don't know when they're going to release it or anything. I mean, they made a remake like, I think it was like 2 years ago, I think, or something. They made a remake of Freaky Friday. What was the other one too? Not Fun Size. Full Size. They have like a second part. I guess it's that girl at the ending, because I don't know if you guys seen that movie, but at the end there's like I guess the girl gives her the doll or whatever, and the girl like is an adult now, and she's like, the doll comes to life or something. I don't know. I think that's kind of weird, but which is on, I guess. They're gonna make whatchamacallit with Paris Hilton's Megan question mark. Megan. Who's Megan? The fun full size? Full size Creed? Is that what you're talking about? She came out in the actress from the not Fun Size, Full Size, sorry. I always get confused because they both sound the same. Not Victorious, the girl from Parent Trap, the remake. What else she's in? She's in that holiday movie that just came out. Yeah, I get confused because like they both sound the same, so I get confused. So I'm sorry about that. I get confused sometimes because it's like there's Full Size with Victorious, It came out the main character that came out in Victorious, and then there's fun. There's wait, hold on, I'm messing up again. Full size is the one with the Barbie. Um, Never mind, guys. If you know, you know. You just look it up. It's kind of confusing, but if you know, you know. Fun Size is actually not that bad of a movie. It's pretty decent. It's pretty funny. It's with some really actually that little kid came out in the Jackass movie. The little kid that comes out in Fun Size with Victorious. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. The one with Victorious. I think my favorite part in the whole movie is when like, well, if we haven't seen it, is the part where like they're in the parking lot and they're like the guy has like a gun, but it's not real. He thought it was a prop gun and he shoots it and like the guy's like holding like a freaking chicken and the chicken like freaking explodes and they all start screaming. It's such a funny movie. I had to rewatch it. It's been a while since I have it. My mom loves that movie. It's super funny if you haven't seen it. Whatever happened to that girl, Victorious? Like, is she doing anything new lately? Like, I don't even know if she's doing anything since like the last time I saw her was in that werewolf movie, but that was like a long ass time ago. Where like she gets bit by like a werewolf or scratched or something by a werewolf. And her like grandpa's like the inventor of like what was it, karaoke or something. Forgot the name of the movie. It's like I Cry Werewolf or something. Something with crying. I don't know. Victoria's isn't that. I haven't seen her in like in anything lately. Maybe she stopped acting. Wasn't there another one too that like she stopped acting? Well, she started acting again. She was also a Nickelodeon. What was that name of that? It's the one where like I forgot the name of it. It's something Project something, and she was like selling like cupcakes or something. Like she was a bakery, and then she got um she was like one of the managers of like a like a fashion designer or something. Like that guy's in there. The guy that came out in one of the paranormal movies, but I don't know which one because I don't watch those type of movies. It was Project something, Project like Project 108 or something. It was like a Nickelodeon show back in the day. It's about like fashion, and she's like small or something. I could be wrong, but I don't know if you guys remember that she came out in that new movie not too long ago. The actress, but she's older now. She's like, I think she's like my age or a little older. I hate when this happens when it has like the songs and you have to like shuffle it again because you don't know where you're at. It's kind of weird. This show is so funny. I used to watch this. Bewitched. I think this is better than Lucy. I haven't seen Lucy, but I think this is way better than Lucy in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I've never seen I Love Lucy. I know. It's like you haven't seen it. I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen it. The I Love Lucy. Didn't they make a movie like not too long ago about I Love Lucy with her like husband or whatever? It was boring. I was watching it. It was like really boring. They're making the second part of this one, the Happy Gilmore. They're making a part two to that. That guy's gonna be in there. What's his name? Scooter or something, whatever. The guy. I think his name was Scooter or something. Isn't there a guy? Isn't there a character named Skeeter or something? Isn't that from like Scooby Doo, Skeeter? I could be wrong. Godzilla. Such a good. Well, the first one's a good one. I think this is the second one, right? Or the third one, or whatever. If you guys want anything, let me know in the comments. Everything is working and tested, guys. Welcome in 1974. Welcome in, T. Everything is working and tested, guys. Such a good movie. I don't know why nobody's picked this one yet. I love that movie. The Van Helsing. Such a good movie. Well, that version. I haven't seen any other versions. I don't even think they have any. Besides the what was it called? Any anime. I think I have one. I think it's called Lady Death. But normally I don't really put out anime, but I had that one for a while now. I have like DC and like animated, but it's literally the only one I have right now out, because the other ones I'm saving it for when I have like my regular shows. These are just DVDs and VHSs that hasn't sold yet, so I'm just trying to get rid of them. Right now I have I think I have like Inuyasha. I think I have like, I don't even know how much stuff I have. I haven't found anime in like forever though. I have like Inuyasha. I think I might still have that Full Optimus, but I don't know if I still have that one. I have like one Pokemon DVD. I don't have a lot though. Normally, I don't like it because normally when I find them, they're all scratched up. The anime and the whatchamacallit, the wrestling and the UFC stuff always. From the side, no, I don't really do that. I show the picture. It's more easier for me. Spider-Man? Any Spider-Man? Let me see. Give me 1 second, because I'm trying to like memorizing if I have any Spider-Man. I have some Marvel, but I don't think I have any Spider-Man. Because normally I get like the 3-packs. Last time I got it, somebody bought it. See, this is the only one I have. It's Lady Death. This one's, I don't know if this one's animated. Yeah, it is, because it has that 17 plus. So this is an anime. That guy kind of reminds me of like South Park. The fat guy from South. I don't know why, but he kind of reminds me of him. Sort of. Right? Like this guy, doesn't this guy remind you of the fat guy, the devil that comes out in South Park? If he was buff. Or if he was animated or something. Like, I don't know why that pops in my head, but low key kind of looks like him though. I could be wrong, but if he was animated. Goblin. We're just talking about Spider-Man. Happy Gilmore. Such a good movie. I don't know why nobody's grabbed it. I already have it in my collections. Sadly. Anybody wants Barbie? This is like the good Barbie, not freaking real or hi Barbie. Go charge my phone. What the hell? Hold on, guys. I have to charge my phone. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here, guys. I gotta charge my phone. He's holla at me. Frank, Texas. We're not that far apart, actually. I live in Arizona. Welcome in, Batman Bill. Swap neighbors? For sure. Oh, wrong stack. What am I doing? It's weird because like there's people like from Texas and they're like, yeah, we're like an hour. And there's other people like, yeah, we're an hour and like 30 minutes apart. And I'm like, how is that even possible? But since Texas is so big, like there's people that come on here. I'm like, yeah, because we're like farther up, like where the other states are at. I'm like, oh. The Dead 2 is actually better than The Dead, in my opinion. That's the one I'm looking for. Dead 2. It's the one where they're like in India or whatever. Or it could be an indie movie. That movie's hilarious. The Dead 2. This is a good movie too. Zombieland, the original, not the remake. Or not the second one, sorry. Yo, Little Romeo's in this one? What the hell? Weird. Oh, you're 10 hours away from El Paso. Yeah, so you're farther out because I live like not that far from El Paso. And Texas is really big too. Like, Texas is huge. Like, or she were like, yeah, we're like 2 hours apart because I live in like other side of like Texas. And I'm like, what? Oh, what's up, Arcade? I saw you at Mo's stream earlier. I was on Mo's stream for a little bit. I was packing thing they bought on eBay. I don't know why, but I actually like this cover. Like the way that the Will Smith's like he's like behind the earth. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a weird movie, brother. I'm in Texas. Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. Some guy earlier was asking me for anime. I'm like, you know how hard it is to find anime? You know, the other day I found like a few anime like DVDs and they were charging like almost like freaking $5, $4 for like each one. I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. There's no profit on there. I guess they thought they were like series, but it was only like a couple of episodes. They were charging like. This is the only copy I've seen so far of this sleeve. There's only another person that's selling it. I guess it was like a limited run or something. I don't know. The Fifth Element, such a good movie. I don't know why people say it's a sucky movie, but I don't know. It says like one of the worst like sci-fi movies, but it's so funny. I don't know. I think it's funny. The Fifth Element's so funny. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend watching it. Didn't they do like that's like a real opera song that she sings? The lady with the blue like long freaking tail on her head or whatever. I think that's a real opera song. I think I'm not too sure, but there's this girl singing it one time, and I'm like, I thought this shit was fake. Like, maybe it's fake. I don't know, but damn, you have to have some vocals to do that. You know how hard it is to just, like, sing that song? Like, damn. I think that's like I guess the weirdest part in the whole movie, if you think about it. That scene is, like, I guess one of the weirdest part, in my opinion. I used to watch that as a kid, like, reruns on like the cable, when we had cable. You had to, like, wait until, like, scroll down, like, the channels to, like, watch it. So annoying, I swear. And then, like, Graph came afterwards with the whole Graph thing where you can, like, and they had that skip thing where you can, like, skip the next channel, and, like, that started going on. I'm like, that's way better than just waiting for the channels to go pass by. So annoying. Oh, and another thing I hated too is, like, you had to, like, wait until the show would come on. Not like now you can just go on YouTube and, like, watch it, but, like, back then you had to put, like, a schedule. I think even that she fell again. Like, God no. The channels back in the day was just like, oh my god, it was just, I don't know. I think if you show that to, like, a kid now, they'd be like, yeah, I don't know how you guys would have survived. I'm like, yeah, I know. I think, like, when I was in high school, they had, like, freaking whatchamacallit, cartoon episodes from the 90s. Sorry, I was talking to Alexa on here. Cow and Chicken, Doug. I don't even think none of these aren't even on here. No, I don't think any of these. I was watching that the other day in one of the videos. I'm like, dude, I think it, like, even freshman year we still had, like, people still had, like, cable. Like, they had to, like, wait until, like, okay, I had to go home because it's Family Guy or there's whatever, The Simpsons, and we had to, like, wait until, like, was it, like, 5 or 6 in the afternoon. And you were literally see no kids outside that time because they're out, like, watching cartoons or regular show, whatever was on at that point. What is this? I don't think that one has. Oh, excuse me. Jesus. Just fought a whole bunch of times. My bad. Street Sharks. The hell? I do not want to watch Street Sharks. Just gives me a little bit of creeps. Watch some Swamp Thing instead. I don't know why they gave me the creeps. It just kind of, I don't know, kind of gave me the creeps. I can't believe some of those, like, figures, the shark, was it Street Sharks, go for, like, I think there's, like, one of them that goes for, like, $450, like $450. They only made, like, a limited run. I think it was, like, a dog or something. It was, like, a parody. I'm not too sure, but, like, those things can go for, like, a lot of money in good condition. It's such a good movie, Big Hero 6. We were just talking about Resident Evil. The actress earlier. Frosty the Snowman. I did not like this version at all. It scared me. I don't know why, but it gives me the creeps. Have anybody seen any other ones of these? Because I saw the third one. It was terrible. They have, like, what, like 8 now or something, like 5 or something of Dragonheart. Jesus, how many do you need? I saw this one too. I didn't really like it. The Kingsman edition. Interview with the Vampire. I saw it, but I didn't like it. Shaun of the Dead. Oh my god. There's this guy in my like center. He's like, Shaun of the Dead is such a good movie. I'm like, it's a terrible movie. The cops one was actually not that bad. The one with they're like cops or whatever. That one was pretty decent. It was okay, but the zombie one was terrible, in my opinion. It was that bad. I did not like Shaun of the Dead at all. Did not like it. Thank you for the follow, Texas. If you're still in here, or maybe you left. I don't know. I was still here. If I'm going too fast, let me know, because some people say I go too fast on the stacks. I did not like Shaun of the Dead at all. That one and there's another one that I hate is what was it? Don't Die or something with the guy that came out in Ghostbusters and the actor what's his name? The guy that came out in what was that movie? Star Wars, what's his name? Kylo Ren or whatever. He made that zombie movie a while back. Oh my god, that zombie movie was it was, I think that movie was worse than Shaun of the Dead, and I'm not like talking like straight up. Like that zombie movie was terrible. Like the acting was like terrible. Like oh my god, Colin Ren was like really weird in that movie. By the way, the actor that played him, that movie was terrible. My uncle's like, that movie was so great. It was so funny. Like no, it was not. It was terrible. The acting was terrible. The only thing that was good in that movie was like literally the guy that was like the whatchamacallit, the guy that does that was in like the rental place or whatever. He was pretty decent, but like the other actors were really terrible. What was the other one too? Scott something. It was like Scott Pilgrim, but it was like a zombie version of that. Actually, that one was pretty decent, in my opinion. That one was okay. Bambi Factory Sealed. Is that Dracula? Here. Welcome in, Mikey B. 15 for $13 or 2 for 5. If you want anything, let me know in the comments. Just trying to get rid of some of this stuff. Like I said again, everything is working and tested, guys. I did bring some new ones out as well. If you haven't seen my TikToks lately, and you would know. Welcome in Samurai 1. Like I said again, 2 for $5 or 15 for $13, guys. If you guys want anything, let me know in the comments. Welcome in Jelly Bean, 2 for $5 or 15 for $13, guys. Everything is working and tested. You just want one, it's $3. Have any questions? Let me know in the comments. And if I'm going too fast, let me know as well. I do a little bit of everything on this channel, just let you guys know. Highly recommend subscribing. We do DVDs, VHS, music, video games. We do books, toys, modern and vintage, guys. Sorry, the little case came out. Welcome in, Steve-O. 15 for $13 or 2 for $5. Trying to get rid of some of this stuff, guys. I haven't found anything good at the Goodwills lately. Like, I haven't found anything that great lately. I found a Maneater collection, but it was scratched up really badly. But literally, I haven't found anything in weeks in the Goodwills down here. Welcome in Lost Duck and Lewis. Everything is working untested, guys. I don't know why nobody's gotten this Hunger Games. Such a good movie. Wanda, is that any good? Wanda. Curious if that's any good. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Have anybody seen that movie Bring It On? Bring It On, the cheerleader movie. She was here like a while back, the girl from... No, you haven't seen Bring It On? Such a funny movie. Well, anyways, one of the girls that came on Bring It On, she was in what's it called? Mallrats? Or no, she wasn't Mallrats. She was in Jake and Silent Bob. And she was asking like, was it like $125 for like an autograph and like $150 for like autograph and picture. And I was telling my mom that she wasn't not in a lot of movies. Like she was only like what, like in majority 10 or something. My mom's like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, she wasn't even really in like a lot of movies. Like literally the only good movie she made was Bring It On. Like literally speaking. And that movie, Solid Bob or whatever, but other than that. Papara? Yeah, me either. I haven't been to the bins in like so long. We were going to go this month, but we had a lot of bills to pay, so we couldn't go. But maybe next month I might go to the bins. Any horror VHS? No, I do not have any horror VHS. I have horror DVDs, but not horror VHS. I might have some coming up, but not at this moment. But no, I haven't gone to the bins in like I don't even know when, like a couple of months maybe. But we're planning to go to the bins once a month, and then the Goodwill once a month, like we're doing. But we had to pay some bills, and we couldn't go this month. So I've been dumpster diving, but I haven't found hardly anything either. Or the pay it forward, I haven't found anything either. So I haven't found anything good that I can just resell or like reuse or whatever. Besides some food, like I found really good food, but other than that, I haven't really found anything like that I can resell or use. This guy had a lot of really good movies, but he lived like 30 minutes away from here, so I was like, I can't go to there because it's gonna cost me an arm and a leg to come back. So I was like, yeah, no. With the Uber and all that. So I was like, yeah, no. He had a lot of horror and like sci-fi. Like he had a really good collection. But I'm like, yeah, I can't go that far for that. Was it like I think it was like a couple of years ago I went to the yard sale here, and there's this lady, I asked her if she had in like VHS or like DVDs, and she's like, I haven't heard of VHS in like so long. And she had some like in her, I don't know if I told you the story, but she had some like VHSs and she was charging like $5 for like each one. I'm like, lady, this isn't even, it's worth $5. Like even online, it's not even worth it. And she's like, oh, how much would you give me? I'm like, well, for these, I'll give you like at least 2 because I have to make, profit and all that. And she's like, yeah, these are worth like 5. I'm like, okay, but you're not going to get 5. The old like Star Wars VHS, like the one from the 70s or something. And she was like charging like freaking like $5 for each one. I'm like, and she's like, I can possibly do 2, but not 5. And it's like, on top of that, you don't know if it works. So that's another thing that I have to like go home and test it, like. And the only people that accept that is like Bookmans. Like Bookmans, like every time I bring like old, like the box set, the VHS, they always grab them for some weird reason. But I'm like, yeah, I can't do that for $5 each. Maybe if it was sealed, that's another story. Yeah, I would do it for $5, but it's not sealed. I think the most I sold a VHS was like $10, and it was the I think it was like 15 or 10 I got it for. It was the Matrix. It was like a special edition Matrix set. It was sealed. So I don't know if it was like the original one or like one that they had like millions of, because they have the ones that have like, do you have Detective Pikachu? I do, but it's in my collection and I'm not selling it. And I have Pokemon, but not on me at this moment. 808. That's a really good movie, by the way. Detective Pikachu. You need it, LOL. It's such a good movie. That girl's in that movie though. The blonde girl that comes on Detective Pikachu. She's in that new horror movie. You're a big fan of Pokemon? I have some some anime, some manga stuff in the back, but they're books, and I have some Pokemon books, but not a lot though. That's the only thing I have Pokemon related. And I have like maybe like one little volume DVD set, but that's about it. Like I said earlier, there was this guy too that was looking for anime, and I'm like, I don't have a lot because normally they're all scratched up. Daily? Do I stream daily? Not really, because this takes a lot of my energy because I do stuff during the day. But normally I do it when I go out and I don't have time to post is when I normally do it. But you can subscribe, but normally I don't really do this daily. I wish that I would like to, but it's just way too much work to do it daily. Yeah, it's just way too much work. Like I have to take it out and then replace the DVDs again. So normally what I do is like I do this same exact movies and then I do it again the next stream and then I'll rotate again so that way people can like see the movies again because sometimes like oh I didn't see that last time I came in, you know what I mean? But normally I have more manga books than anime DVDs. That's what I normally find are manga books. I found this whole stack of like manga books one time, but they smelled awful, like cigarettes or something. It was really weird. I'm like, I'm not bringing this home. I have like Inuyasha and stuff. Yeah, I have like Inuyasha on DVD, but it's not gonna be on this stream because I'm just kind of like going through like the old stuff that I have first, and maybe I'll start showing you guys the newer stuff. Yeah, it reeked like it was really bad. I don't know what was on there, and then the side of the manga was like all yellow. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not grabbing this. It was that bad, and I smelled it. I'm like, it smells like old, like if like an old person or something. It was really weird. And there was only like one that I grabbed from there that didn't not smell. It was just like in pretty good condition. Yeah, it was that bad. I'm like, I don't even know how they put this on the floor. Like they should have just donated to the Goodwill bins or throw it away in the garbage. Like it smelled like I don't know how they didn't smell it. But normally I pick up more manga than like anime books or Pokemon related or game related books more than what I pick up on DVDs, sadly. No, I don't have any. I have some Goosebumps books. Like I have a really good stack of Goosebumps books. But I still have to go through of all these DVDs first. And then might do books. Those go quick though. The scary stories, they go so quick. But I sell those for 4 a piece because they're a little bit harder to find. The scary stories. But I have a lot of Goosebumps that I find all the time. But they're mostly newer ones though. They're not the older ones from the 90s. Yeah. Normally I get them I don't get them as often the scary stories, but normally I sell them for like 4 a piece normally. But the Goosebumps I sell them for like 3 a piece, new and old. I have to be careful because there's some like first edition books. So I have to be careful if it's not first edition. Because I heard those are worth a little bit more, so I have to check them. Normally I don't check them, I just sell them like as is, but that's what I normally sell my books for like 3 a piece. Manga and all that. Unless if it's like, I look them up, like I check them on eBay. There was like only like 2 times that I found this manga book and it was worth like 15. So I charged like $4, $5 for it. So it wasn't that bad of a price, but normally it's like $3. And I have like modern and like normally like nostalgia and like gaming and like Goosebumps horror books, stuff like that. You have so many movies you have to sell. You should just go to the flea market or go on here and whatnot. That's what I do with the like inventory. I just like sell on here normally. But I sell more books than like I have some I have some manga related plushes in the back as well. But normally you have no time to stream. Damn, that's crazy. You don't even have to stream. You can just like post it on here. Like post your stuff on here on the what's that called? The marketplace or not marketplace? Yeah, the marketplace here on Whatnot. You don't even have to stream. Because some people do that. They don't even stream on here. They just go on marketplace and they like post their DVDs or whatever they have, their jewelry or whatever. The only thing you can't sell on here is like what's that called? Like Playboy and stuff like that. You can't sell on here because there's because you don't know who's in the other side or whatever. But there's some people that do it, but like I recommend not doing it. You're not supposed to sell like Playboy stuff on here. Thank you for the follow. Cause that was a new rule for this year. You can't sell like whatchamacallit, like Playboy and all that. Do I sell 'em on here? I do occasionally. I haven't been posting on here in like forever. But some people bought some cards off of me one time on here on the marketplace. You don't get a lot of money. I mean, you have to check like every day. Because one time I sold something and I'm like, and I checked my sold and I'm like, did I sell anything today? But I mean, you could try that. You don't have to stream. You could just sell on the marketplace. But it's just my opinion. But or eBay is another good place too. eBay, you can just like lot them up together. Like do like let's say like an action pack, and just like stack them up and sell them for like $5 or whatever. Some people do that too. They do like an action pack or something, or like a bulk lot, and they just put them all together and they do an auction on eBay. Some people do that too on Macari. They just put like all, let's say, all the Matrix together and they sell them as a lot or whatever. But that's what I would have done if I had like a lot of DVDs. So it's 2 for $5 or 15 for $13, guys. Everything is working in Tesla. That's what I would have done. Because some people do that. They put like, let's say like Happy Gilmore, and they put all Happy Gilmore movies together, and then they sell it as a lot. Or the same actor, or the same like animation Garfield, and they put all the Garfield movies together and they sell it as a lot. Well, that's just my opinion. You can do whatever you want, but that's what I would have done to have like a majority of movies. Because that's what whatchamacallit does too. Thrift School, he does that sometimes where he can't like sell certain movies. He just puts them in a lot and sells it on eBay. If you're still in here, Stevo, if you have nothing else to do with it, or you can put it like on Marketplace. Be like, hey, I have like movies, and if anybody wants them, you can like buy a movies. You can do that too. Because there's this lady on here a while back that used to do that. She used to like post like her I think she was a reseller, and she would like post her DVDs. She's like, come over, you can pick which ones you want, and I'll sell it to you for $1 a piece or whatever. Because there's a lot of people that sell on Whatnot or let's say flea markets, and they want to bulk buy or whatever. But I don't know. You guys can do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, like, that's a good place to start, you know? I think that's what I have to start doing too, because I don't know why nobody's got Edward Scissorhands. Such a good movie with Johnny Depp. Oh, kidding of Frozen. I was watching this guy on Facebook that he does piano. And there was this little girl, I think she was like no more than 8, was asking him he could do Frozen. And she's like, which one? Let It Go, because there's so much songs in Frozen, but there's like a Frozen 2. So she was like all excited. It's pretty cute. Got Bambi factory sealed. Interesting. I don't know why they made that into a movie. You know how dark that movie is? Like, it's freaking dark. Didn't they cut that out in the new version? Like, cut out the part where like the guy shoots the deer or whatever because of the animal, like whatever. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I heard some rumor that they took that out on Disney Plus. They took a lot of stuff off of Disney Plus. I think was it Splash too? They took out the part where like Tom Hanks shows his butt, and like another part in like Lilo and Stitch. They took off one of the part where like she goes inside the dryer or whatever. And they changed it into a basket or something. Super weird, but okay. I mean, I can understand that part. Like, you know, kids are kind of dumb and they like would do it, but like, you could just skip it, you know, or whatever. They're censoring everything now. It's just like really weird. I mean, I can understand that part is kind of traumatizing, but like, I don't know. Have another yard sale. I hope you don't have like an HOA or whatever. They would like kick you out because of that. Because I have an HOA. Like, if it was me, I would do a yard sale like every week if I didn't have an HOA. Now, yeah, you're fine then. Unless if you have that law where like you have to pay a fine or whatever. Because my aunt was telling me that you have to pay a fine in some states to have like a yard sale, and it's like it's really cheap. It's like what, like $5 to $10 or whatever, or $3 a year to like you can have unlimited yard sales like in your front house. I don't know. You should just check with your city first because some states have different laws or some cities might have different laws. But you get like a, what was it, like a fine? It's not a big fine. It's like what, $25 or something. But I'm not too sure about that. But you should check with your city first because I don't want you guys to get in trouble. You know, like get a fine or whatever. Because in Glendale, like here in Arizona, you don't need a fine. Like you just do it if you don't have an HOA. But if you have an HOA, then you have to go by their laws. Everything is working and tested, guys. Because here we have like two a year. Um, the next one is in October, but we only have two a year. Normally, the first one is like we get like 40, $80. And the second yard sale, we have like so much people because we have like the, what's it called? Like the early birds or whatever, or late birds or whatever that come in like October because some states get really, really cold. So it's okay, I guess. But all depends too on what's going on that day as well. Like I said before, I'm not like a law official or whatever, but I'm just making sure you guys don't get any fines because there's some states that if you don't have that ticket, you'll get a fine. But it's not a big fine, you know. It's not like $100 or whatever. But you guys can get a fine for that because I know in Jersey, you get a fine for that. You get a warning. I don't know if you get a warning. I'm not too sure, but I saw this YouTuber that did like a yard sale, and there was this guy that gave him like a fine because he didn't have the paper because he was like a county official or whatever. I guess he was doing too much yard sales or something. You have to have that little card, certified card or whatever, or paperwork or something that states like, yeah, you can have it. You know what I mean? But like, shoot, if I live in Glendale, I can have a yard sale like every week. Nobody would say anything. Like downtown, like going towards like the flea market, there's tons and tons of yard sales. Like, there's this guy that like he would like literally open his garage and he would like bring like a box truck and have like furniture in front of his front yard, and nobody would say anything because they don't have an HOA. That's the thing. That's the thing about some parts of Glendale, not all parts of Glendale. There's newer parts, but like I don't even think Tolleson has an HOA. I think they do now because Tolleson Farms used to have like a yard sale, like a flea market type yard sale, like every other 6 months or whatever. But they stopped doing it. I don't know why, but I guess maybe the neighbors were complaining about it or something. I'm not too sure, but or if you have a farm, you can do it too. I'm not too sure about farming, but farming areas, but I'm pretty sure you can. This is your farm, you can do whatever you want, but I'm not too sure about farming, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a law official or whatever, but just make sure you could do it, you know? Such a cool cover. It's like holographic on the back. It's pretty cool. And it's just so much work too, like testing all these as well. It's like literally so much work. That's another thing that you have to like do a part as well. Like you have to check them, make sure they're working. That's another thing with eBay is that you have to make sure it's working. Because now if you get returns and then your eBay will get flagged or whatever because you have so much returns. So that's another thing you have to do. Or you don't have to do it. You can just put like, I don't know if it works, but still, you're not going to have any sales if you have that. So that's another thing you have to keep in mind. Like, you will still sell it. It's not like you're not going to sell it, but you say, oh, it works, then people would buy it. So, or flea market would be good too. A flea market. You can like sell all the DVDs with like $1 a piece. Or maybe you can like drop it off at one of those places that accept DVDs as well, like a bookstore or something. That's what I do with mines. I go to Bookman's or Half Price Books, or Second and Charles is another one, or like a bookstore that accepts DVDs. Or somebody that does like Amazon would be another good place too, that they would just scan it and then they'll tell you, hey, this is how much money I can give you, you know? That's another thing you can do. But there's some people that scan on Amazon. I'm pretty sure they would want to dig with all the DVDs you have. Pretty sure it's another thing you can do as well. But none of the stuff I have is Amazon worthy, you know. It's not like something, you know. Depending on how many DVDs you have as well, it's another thing too. And VHSs. Or Facebook Marketplace is another good place too. You can do as well. Hundreds, LOL. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like if you post on Facebook, like, hey, I have like a lot of, you know, DVDs. If you guys are like looking for DVDs, let me know and put your number, like your phone number, and then you can sell it on there. And so like if you do Amazon or, you know, if you're a reseller, just, you know, I'm trying to get rid of, you know, inventory, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would go just for that. Or a private sale is another thing you can do too. Do like a private sale and like have like people in your area that you know that buy DVDs might want it, or collectors that might just want to go and see what you have is another good thing to do as well. But if it was me, I would go there like every day. Well, not every day, but you know what I mean, like, or like talk to other people on here, like on Whatnot, and maybe do like a bulk buy and be like, hey, this is what I have. What you're looking for? You're looking for hard, looking for whatever. I have it, and you'd be like, I don't know if these work, so it's gonna be on you. And do like a box set, like a box, and be like, okay, this is all horror. I'm selling it for 25, you know, or whatever price you want to put it. But that's just me. That's what I would have done. There's so many ways you can sell off your collection. Or a bookstore, or like, not a pawn store, because you'll get pennies over it, but that's what I do when I have so many DVDs. I just go to Bookman's, drop it off, be like, okay, we can give you $60 in credit, and then just use the credit and get whatever you want in there. Or you can give gifts for your parents, or your nieces or whatever, so you can just use it for somebody, or even for Christmas, you can use the gift card for Christmas. Like, hey, I don't have money, but I have money and credit, so I could just give you, whatever you want, in the store or whatever. That's what I do. Like when there's a birthday or whatever, I go to Bookman's and I get them a gift, and I don't have to pay for it. Because majority of this stuff is for free or barely. I didn't pay for it, so you get like $60, $100 each time, so everything adds up. We're still in here, Steve-O. You could do that as well. Or maybe people at the bins, they can say like, hey, like I'm just trying to get rid of, like some of these DVDs. Do you know anybody that, is a collector or, that might want them? But I don't really do that. Like I don't go up to people, but if you have like friends like at the bins, they'll tell you, hey, I know somebody, that might, want to buy. Oh, you sold a lot last time? Yeah. You told me that. You sold like what, like almost $500 the last time? Like 450 or something? Yeah, like 450. That's a lot of money for like DVDs. And what you could put on the ad, you could put like, hey, like this would be good for collectors and resellers. Come by, and I'm just trying to get rid of this stuff, like that would motivate people to come, and put it on the ads too, like Facebook groups and stuff. Like put it all on there. That's what I do when I have a yard sale. I put it everywhere, like even on the DVD sites, on the groups that I'm on Facebook. I put it everywhere. My hometown, everywhere. Phoenix, people that are like farther from me, and I put it there. And people come. It's like, yeah, I saw your ad on Facebook. Like, and people will come. But yeah, normally they look for video games. Like a lot of people are looking for video games last time. We're looking for video games, so that's another thing. But time is it? Yeah, like around 9 o'clock, I'm ending it because not a lot of people here today that want stuff. Yeah, that's another thing too. Games. People look for games and toys and stuff. But there weren't a lot of kids too. The last time I went in a yard sale, there was like like all depending on what's going on around you as well. Because if there's like a game going on, then don't do it that day. Because there's not going to be a lot of people. Because there was a game going on that day when I did the yard sale, and there was like a game, like the high school or the middle school had a game or whatever. So there wasn't a lot of kids that came to the yard sale. And I was telling my mom when I start doing my driver's test or whatever, and I have my license, I'm gonna start going to the flea market and start selling in there. Maybe like once a month or once every other week I might go. Maybe like once a month I'll go and drop the stuff off there. Because it's not that far from where I live. It's like, what, like 20 minutes from here? 25 minutes from here? Not that far. The nearest, there's one in Avondale too. There's one in Avondale, like right near my aunt's house. There's a little flea market there. Sometimes people go there. Might have to go there. It's more close. Well, if you think about it, it's like literally the same amount of time. The Glendale one is normally where people go. So I might have to go there maybe once a month and drop these things off and just sell it as is, There's no flea markets near you, Steve, that you can just drop it off there and try to sell it there. But that stuff, you have to wake up early. An hour away? Damn, that's far. Another thing too about the flea markets, like you have to wake up early. Like you have to wake up like at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. That's another thing too. In years, yeah, me either. I haven't gone to the flea market since like COVID or something. Yeah, like before COVID. 2020, I think, or something. 2021 maybe. I haven't been one in like forever. Oh, you wake up at 4:30 for work. That's crazy. I normally my dogs wake me up like at 6, so for me it's not that hard. Like I can wake up, but because you have to be there by like what was it like they open like at 10 or something or 9 or 10, so I have to be there like so I have to wake up like at 6 or something. Welcome in, zombie. Um, Zombie X, Luther, or whatever. Isn't there a movie a zombie movie called Zombie X? I could be wrong. It's one of my favorite genres of all times are zombies, slasher movies, and monster movies. I'm not really into the paranormal stuff as much, unless if it's like Pennywise or something. Yeah, me too. I have this one right here, but that's not for sale. And I have the zombie guy over there, and I have the Scream memorabilia over there. Everybody wants to buy it though. They want to buy my Night of the Living Dead. I'm like, yeah, no, you're not getting it. Everybody wants to buy. I got that one at the bins. I got this one at the bins. What Blu-rays do I have? I have some Blu-rays, not a lot though. Normally it's DVDs, but I have some Blu-ray. But I don't know why I don't like paranormal stuff. The only paranormal movie that I have that's like I would say the closest would be It and Polaroid, but that's like literally the farthest I'll go in like paranormal. Polaroid is a really good movie. It's the same creator that made It. The same director, sorry, not creator, director that did It, and it's a really good movie, by the way. Oh, you saw this one, The Dead? Yeah, I saw it, but I didn't really like it. They have the second one, the Dead 2 is actually way better, in my opinion. Yeah, this one was not that great. The Dead. The second one is good though. The Dead 2 is better than the first one, in my opinion. You do have a point there. It was awful. That's why I'm selling it. This one is a good one. Zombieland is such a good movie. That one's a good zombie movie, but I already have it on DVD. Yeah, that one's a really good zombie movie. Um, the Train was that one? The Train something is a really good one too. What was the other one that's really Zombie on the Airplane is a really good one too. I have that one. What is The Night of the Living Dead, the original? Is a really good one. Land of the Dead is a really good one. Yeah, Flight of the Dead. Yeah, I have that one. Flight of the Dead. Yeah, I have that one. Do I know you? Gamer Girl 93? There's so many people on here that I don't even know. Then I don't remember then. There's like hope I have like 700 like almost 700 followers. Uh Cat? Oh, you changed your name. I was like, who are you? I'm like, who is this person? Oh, the night of the Return of the Living Dead. Yeah, I agree. The third one was actually pretty decent in my opinion, but it wasn't great. Oh, your old account got deleted. I don't know why that happens on here. I heard a couple of people had to Mutant had to change his name as well. The Land of the Dead is a really good movie. Land of the Dead is a really good movie. That one tripped me out when I first saw it. Land of the Dead. Not Dawn of the Dead. Land of the Dead is a good one. What was the zombie movie that's from like Japan was really good too. Forgot the name of it. That one's a really good one too. Or Asian. Forgot the name of it. Oh, Alan Levine. Yeah, Alan Levine. Yeah. Remember that whole theory that people thought she was dead or whatever, because she wasn't on like social media, but now she came back, and like people were like tripping out. Oh, you have an autograph from that Land of the Dead. That's awesome, dude. So it's 2 for $5. Or hold on, give me 1 second. Have you been? Yes, I did. Showing DVDs pricing. Hold on, give me 1 second, cat. What's your name? Kin? It's 2 for $5 or 15 for $13. If you just want one, it's $3. It's been a crazy week actually. I don't know if you guys heard in the community, but the kid there you go. Thank you, Steve Oaks. Sometimes I get mixed up with the words and the numbers for some weird reason. It's also in the show notes as well, so it's been a crazy week. I don't know if you guys heard in the community, but the next door neighbor behind us broke our window. So we've been having to have the dogs. We had to open the slide door on our garage because the sliding door is completely shattered. And at first we thought it was a robbery because there was a lot of robberies going on in my area. So we thought that at first. And I went to the neighbor the next day and I'm like, you hear the cops and like the noise? And she's like, no, I was like in my yeah, you've been telling me about that, the getting married and all that. How's that going out? So yeah, we thought it was a robbery. So and I talked to the neighbor and she's like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, but you didn't hear it? Like it was like got it cat, it was so loud. I was in my room, right? And at first I heard like a sound, and then my grandma's like, somebody's trying to break in our house. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So like I have like a knife right there in my room just in case if something happens. And I grab my knife and I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. So like I grabbed my knife because I have like this like survival thing knife, whatever, that I have like multiple tools in it. What's it called? The switch knife, whatever. I don't even know what it is. But anyways, I grab it, go to the freaking kitchen running, like in and out of like those war movies where like they're shooting and like they're sleeping, but they wake up and they start shooting at like random places. That's what happened to me. So I wake up, grab my knife that I have in my room, freaking go to the kitchen, letting you know you're coming to my wedding. I hope so. So anyway, so I run to the freaking kitchen. My grandma's freaking out, thinking we're getting robbed. Yeah, for sure. You guys can. I can hold it for like a week or two. That's the longest I can hold the stuff, guys. Forgot to mention that. I don't know what alpha cards are. Are they like the wedding cards or whatever? I've heard of them, but I don't know what they are. Mrs. What? I don't know. Those special like greeting cards or whatever. Is that what you're talking about, Kat? Well, anyway, so going back to the story. Sorry, I'm like pausing for some reason. So I like run out of my bedroom, and my mom's like, they're like behind us, whatever. Yeah, I'm showing DVDs, VHS, and Blu-rays. So like running down the freaking thing, and my mom's like, yeah, they're like behind us, whatever. And like, so I'm talking to. You want the number 9 Blu-ray? Yeah, for sure, a zombie. So like, I go the next day, and she's like, no, I didn't hear anything. The sound was so loud, I thought it was a shotgun. That's how loud it was, Cat. It was freaking loud. I thought my grandma was dead. That's what I thought. I'm like, I'm gonna die, but I don't care. That's how scared I was. And she's like, yeah, like I didn't hear anything. Like I didn't. And then the lady goes, I didn't hear. Yes, I have some TV series, a lot though. And she's like, yeah, I didn't hear anything, but I'm like, it was so loud. It was a shotgun. Like I thought somebody was robbing our house. And she's like, I'm like, make sure there's like nothing in your backyard that's stolen. So she goes in her backyard and she's like, yeah, the only thing that's gone is my rocks. So I go over there with the rocks and she goes, yeah, those are my rocks. I'm like, well, did your son have anybody over? Like, did he have anybody over last night? And she goes, yeah, my son's friends. And we found out, she calls me and she's talking to police and she's like, yeah, are you going to press charges? My mom said no because supposedly, I'm not going to say too much information. She's going through a hard time right now. So I guess her son is like rebellious or whatever that's called, like being like wild or whatever. So I guess that's what's happening, and her like her boyfriend whatever left her or whatever. So a lot of things are going on at this point. So we're like, we're not gonna give her more, more problems. So we're just gonna deal with the money. So she's like, I need the estimate so I can pay for it if the house insurance is not gonna pay for it. So that's what we're doing now. Actually, things are getting better. It was just one thing after another. It was just like car payments and like a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. So I haven't been on here in like I would say like 2 weeks, maybe a month almost. So and then my mom was freaking out. I was freaking out. And thank God my grandma wasn't outside because sometimes she goes outside and talk to her friend from Florida and she takes the dogs out and we have like little sitting chairs. The Avengers, yeah, for sure. And she whatchamacallit, and she sits out there and she talks to her friend. I'm like, well, thank God, you didn't hit the dogs or you didn't kill anybody. You know what I mean? Like it's next Avengers Heroes of Tomorrow. It's an animated movie. Heroes of Tomorrow. It's animated. Yeah, I'm not really into the animated ones, but some of them are pretty good. The who wanted 9? Somebody wanted 9, right? I think it was Zombie that wanted 9. Somebody wanted 9 if you're still in here. With I think it's Tim Burton that made this movie. Did he leave? Did Zombie leave because he wanted 9? That's the only one you want. Oh, you forgot you had it. I hate when that happens. Like you find a movie and it's like, wait, do I have this movie? And you check and I'm like, yeah, I already have it. So yeah, that was the whole hullabaloo. And I'm like, I told her the cops knocked on your door and everything, and she's like, I didn't hear anything. I'm like, okay, but yeah, she's going through a very hard time right now. So I'm like, we're not gonna go any pressure, but Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. I can't believe you guys spend so much money on here. Like, I swear. Like, this guy told me one time that he spent like $550 on here, and he had to like stop being on one whatnot for a while because he was saying he was overspending. I think the most I spend on here was like in a month is like $30, and I had to stop going on here and like spend. I mean, back then I had money, but now I don't really have that much money to spend. Splurge, I guess you can say. But yeah, there was a lot of crazy stuff going on. So I'm like, well, thank God you didn't kill anybody, because if you would have, my grandma would have had an heart attack, you would have died. You would have been in jail. That's crazy. I don't know about $600. That's a lot of money. I don't know. I don't know how these people get money. Like, I swear. Like, they must be rich or have like a high paying job or something, because if you're spending $600 in one day, like, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about 600. Maybe 30 or $40, but $600, yeah, no. Whatchamacallit had Fade of Dark on VHS, but she was asking 50. I'm like, I don't have $50 to splurge on one thing. It's a really good movie. It's about this we were talking about zombies. I have a lot of zombie movies in my collection. I have like majority of my collection is zombies. That's like literally the only thing I collect. If I had to choose a genre, it would be zombies and monster movies and slasher movies. Not much slashers. I don't have a lot of slasher movies besides Scream in my collection. Do you what? You have a punch in your? I'm pretty sure you do. The Walking Dead. I have like season 1 of Walking Dead somewhere. I can't watch Walking Dead at night. I don't know why. Like, bro, like one time I watched Walking Dead at night, I started having nightmares. My mom was like literally scared. She was like, "You were like talking in your sleep, like freaking out." I'm like, "Yeah, I can't watch that at night. If I have to watch the series, I have to be in the morning. I can watch any other zombie movie at night, and that's the only one that I have to watch in the morning because I get nightmares. I guess because it's so realistic or whatever." Yeah, they have a lot of special effects on that one, on The Walking Dead or whatever. What series? Do I have it on here? The Walking Dead? I don't even think I have it on me at this moment. But yeah, that's the only one I can't watch at night. Like, I can watch any other zombie movies, but that's one of them I can't watch at night. I can show you the collection that I have over here if you guys want to, really quick. Cause pretty soon I'm gonna be ending it here in a little bit. Excuse me, just burped out of nowhere. Jesus, Paston, please. I don't even know if I have it on me at this moment. The Zombieland. Or is it not Zombieland? Walking Dead, sorry. If you're thinking about buying solar panels, don't. The US government will literally buy them for you if you take 60 seconds to answer a few questions below. Hi there. If you are a homeowner in America, I can show you my collection if you guys want. It's like literally like right beside me. Oh shoot, just dropped my stuff. Zombie, if you're interested. It's not for sale though, any of my stuff, but if you guys are interested in seeing the movies that I have. Yeah, I repeat the stacks. Ken. Big Hero 6 is actually a really good movie. Highly recommend watching that one. That one's a really good one if you haven't seen it. That one's a really good movie. Sally's on Blu-ray. If it wasn't on Blu-ray, I would have kept it. Let me check if it's on DVD. So I don't even know if that one's on DVD or not. Big Pimpin' is on here. Welcome in. No, it's... Oh, no, yeah, it is Blu-ray and DVD. It's Blu-ray and DVD. The Big Hero 6. It's a really good movie. Want that one, Big Hero 6? It's a really good movie. If you just want that one, it's $3. If you just want that one, Ken. The Big Hero 6 bundle, okay. I can go slower if you want, Ken. If that helps. People say I go too fast, so I'll slow it down for you. That'll be more easier. That one right there. Going on second step. Shaun of the Dead. I don't like that one. That one's kind of weird. Shaun of the Dead. Alright, there you go. That's that. Got Bewitched series. Yeah, that's the old Hercules. Yeah, that's the old one. The old Hercules. I don't know what year it came out though. I don't know if it does it say on here what year? No, it just says the 2001. Doesn't really say the year. You want this one, Hercules? Is that any good? Is that a movie or a series? I'm curious. The Hercules one. I had that one for a while now. I thought it was interesting because I haven't seen it. Oh, it's an old movie? Okay. I have to see it then. What year is that movie? Like 70s? Because that's how far I'll go. It's like 70s. Or late 60s and older. Then yeah, I might not be able to watch it. The only ones I like are the horror ones. Black and white. Like the Fly and all that. And Night of the Living Dead, but like I said earlier. Do you like older movies or you just like to look at movies? Like what kind of movies do you like? Or series or whatever. Big Worm. Friday, am I right? You want to see the TV series? I have this one, Deadwood, the complete second series of Deadwood. I don't really pick up a lot of series though, unless if it's like on sale or whatever. Oh, you watch Friday, Big Worm? I love that movie. That movie's so funny. I might have some older movies in the back though, like from the 70s or 80s or 90s. Or here's How I Met Your Mother, the first season, Factory Sealed. I don't know if you guys like this one. I haven't seen it, but I mean I've seen it one time, but I didn't like it. But I like him in the Smurfs. He's so funny. I like him in the Smurfs. That's a really good movie, The Smurfs. The first one, not the second one. And the first one is pretty good. They're really good movies. The Smurfs, the live action one, not the cartoon. I think I might actually have the Smurfs on DVD. There's Frozen. That's a good one. Frozen. True Lies. It's like 90s, early 2000s, 80s. That one's Factory Sealed. This one's Factory Sealed. True Lies. What is this, like 80s, 90s, early 2000s? I'm not too sure. It's rated R. Yeah, it's DVD. He's from Terminator. The actor came out in Terminator and Jingle All the Way. It's a really good movie, Jingle All the Way. It's decent. I have no clue. Yeah, it says Jim Lee Curtis. Jim Lee Curtis. Says it on there. Looks like a pretty decent movie. Actually, I haven't seen it, but I heard it's pretty good. I don't know. You guys like that type of stuff? Oh, here's another one. Here's a classic one right here. Pillow Talk. It's an older one. I don't know if your parents like Pillow Talk. This one looks kind of weird, but I don't know. It's an older one. Pillow Talk. It's an older movie from like the 50s or 60s. I'm not too sure. I wasn't born in that era. I was born in the 90s, so I don't really know. This was a really good movie, Van Helsing. My grandma likes that one, but she's more on the well, she likes horror movies, but mostly monster movies and zombies. Yes, on what? On Van Helsing or Pillow Talk? Batman the first series. You mean this one, Pillow Talk? Ah, my booty. My booty's hurting. It's getting a cramp again. Darn it. On Van Helsing or Pillow Talk? Pillow Talk? Davis or Dallas Day and Rock Henson is in this movie. It looks like a comedy. I'm not too sure, but they're laughing. I'm not too sure, but Pillow Talk. I don't know. I've never seen it, but oh, what did I do? Oh, my bad, guys. I gotta go back to here again. Oh, there we go. Batman. And see, this is my era right here. Batman, and that's my era, 90s. Batman and Justice League. Lisa and Clark is another one I used to see occasionally on TV, but I wasn't really into it. I was like hella small. I was like 7 or 8 when it came, or when they had the repeats and all that. I have Frosty the Snowman, but that one's on VHS. It's an older one, but it's animated. Sadly. There's an older one from the 80s, early 90s. Dragonheart's a really good movie. Fourth Amendment. for it. This one's a really good one too. This is an older one too. The Year Without Santa Claus. It's an animated or puppet movie. Sorry. There's like two versions, like a puppet movie and there's like a animated one. But I don't know what era you guys are looking for, but 007. If you want to check out, just let me know. Unless you want me to hold them for a certain time, I can. Kingsman. He's a really good actor, but sadly, I think he passed away. I think. The Batman guy. The butler from Batman. This is a really funny one too, Ricky Friday. It was so funny. Mostly, I have Bewitched. This one's a really good one. This one's freaking hilarious. I used to watch this back in the day. Bewitched. This one I would really sit down and watch. This is a really good. This is the greatest or the first 3 episodes from the series. Oh, you have this one already? Okay. It's a really good. The movie's funny too. The movie with Will Ferrell is in that one. That one's hilarious. Bewitched. You have the movie with Will Ferrell, The Bewitched. I haven't seen that movie in like forever though. Gasper's another one, but this one's on VHS. If your parents are interested in cartoons. For right now, yeah, this is all I have for right now. I have more DVDs in the back. But yeah, these are all the ones I have right now. Everything's working and tested, guys. 15 for $13 or 2 for $5. Just let me know if you want to pay for it now or just want me to hold it for you. Just let me know in the comments and I'll hold it for you for a week or two. But everything is working and tested. Benny, you just came in. That one's factory sealed, the Bambi one. Factory sealed. My grandma likes the animated ones. That's one of the ones that she likes to watch occasionally. I can't guarantee that because I normally don't really get series as often. I mostly get movies. But I am going to the bins possibly next month. If they have some there, I normally pick them up or when they're on sale. But normally I don't really pick up series unless if it's like anime or horror series or something like that. I don't normally pick up series as much. Because I don't really pick them up as often. I know a lot of people have been asking me for series, but if they're on sale, then normally I pick them up. Yeah, I have more in the back. Like I have some, but not a lot though. Like I said. The majority is movies. It's not that I don't want to pick them up. It's just that normally people don't really buy them, and it's just a lot of space. So I normally just pick up movies. So I normally pick up like cartoons from the 90s, early 2000s, that type of stuff. Normally series wise, but not like Bewitched and stuff like that. Unless if it's on sale or special episodes or something, maybe occasionally I'll pick them up. But because this is like sci-fi and wizards and stuff, then I'll pick them up. But normally I don't really pick up series as often, unless if they're on sale or they're like really really cheap. Normally I pick up like horror, cartoons, stuff like that. Looking for every genre, okay. Cause that's what people want. Sadly, I don't really pick up stuff like this unless if it's there in the bins or like the people give them to me or whatever. Then I'll pick them up. But normally I pick up 90s, early 2000s cartoons, and horror and wrestling, music, sometimes, occasionally, like live, concerts and stuff. I occasionally pick them up, but normally people are looking for like horror, sci-fi, and anime. That's what sells, sadly, in my opinion. And occasionally Marvel and stuff like that. It's sad, but that's what people buy, so that's what I get normally. Such a good movie. Yeah, I have some concerts. I have but those are for the regular shows. These are just like stuff that hasn't sold. So I normally do like a bulk sale when I have so much stuff. I do a bulk sale, but normally I sell those for like $4 a pop. I have System of the Down. I have Rita on VHS. I recently got Led Zeppelin on DVD. But sometimes they mark them up too. Like sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. So it just depending. Led Zeppelin, Rita. I have what else do I have? Jennifer Lopez in concert. I have that one too. People pick them up all the time. Like they go really quick on here. So documentaries, I pick them up if it's like murder documentaries because people like that type of stuff. I pick them up occasionally when I see them because I got one time and it sold automatically. So I occasionally pick them up, but normally not really. Not at this moment. I have one on me right now, but I can show you, but that one's going for $4. It's the Led Zeppelin one. That's literally the only one I have because I haven't put it back in the garage yet. If you want to see that one, but literally the only one I have right now. The next time, normally I do this 2 times. So I do the same movies twice to let people see it, and then I'll rotate again. So the next one would possibly next to the last one. I don't know what that means. So I'll let you guys know when I rotate again. I'll put like round 3 or whatever, or cohort or whatever. New stacks. I guess I can put on there. So that way you guys know it's new. But the concert ones and the anime ones, it's not gonna be on this sale because I'm just selling the ones that haven't sold yet. So those are gonna be like in my my newer ones that I'm gonna get pretty soon here. Because I'm going to the Goodwill bins next month, so possibly next month is when I'm gonna be showing the newer stuff. Because these are just like the ones that I haven't sold, so I'm selling them super cheap. Yeah, that's what I normally do. It's just the way that my mind works because I do have the autism. So I normally do it twice so that way people can see because sometimes you're looking at something and you might say, "Hey, I didn't see that last time, I came in." You know what I mean? So I normally do it twice and then I redo the pile again. Like redo the switch them. But I'll let you know, like when you come in the stream, you'll be like, "Are these the same one as last time?" And then I'll say, "Yeah, these are the same one," and I'll let you know. How much for Bewitched? The same price as all the rest of them. There's only like 3 episodes, sadly, on this one. And I'll let you guys know when I have new stacks. So people go on, people know me, so they will be like, "Are these new?" I'll be like, "No, these are the ones from the other night." And they're like, "Oh, so you didn't switch them?" I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't switch them." And you guys will know. Like I'll tell you when you come on here. I'll be like, "Yeah, that's the same ones from last show," and be like, "Oh, you didn't switch them?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I didn't switch them." So people already know on here that I'll let you know when there's newer ones. The next one would be what's today? Monday, Tuesday, I don't even know. So the next one will be possibly the next round will be maybe Thursday or Friday, just depending. Oop, what happened here? Jesus. Just like froze. What happened here? Hold on, get on. Oh my god, guys. Let's see now. It's not letting me go Walton's, Five, and Dines. Is that the original names? That's crazy. My friend's like, yeah, it was called Wally World. I'm like, what? Maybe it's like different states or whatever. Started by Sam Walton. Yeah, he was the founder of Walmart. I miss the old the old smiley face and the stickers they used to have. They don't have them anymore. They don't give out stickers to kids anymore at Walmart. It's kind of sad. I guess because the whole like kidnapping and like stuff like that maybe. You worked at Walmart for 15 years. That's crazy. I think going to Walmart and like going to what was the other good store too? Like Toys R Us was like it's kind of like going to like and like Kmart back in the day. It was like going to like Disney kind of. If you're poor, it's like not if you're poor, but like if you wanted to go somewhere like you had no money, you would like go to Walmart or like Kmart and like Toys R Us and like let's just go to Toys R Us and you're going to Disney or something, but you're not going to Disney, but you know what I mean. That's what I felt when I was a kid when I went to like Walmart or like I don't know like Target or not Target, Kmart. And then it went downhill after like 2012 or something is when they shut down Walmart or not Walmart, Kmart. Sorry, it was like literally like 10 minutes from my house. It wasn't that far. It was like 10, 15 minutes. So we would like go down there like all the time to Kmart. And then like they started to like cancel the. I think it was like when I was in high school is when they started like shutting down the restaurant part. I think of Kmart because I guess they were like going bankrupt or something. They were like selling off the stuff, and that was like when I was in high school or in 8th grade or something like that. This one is this the one you want? This is a Blu-ray. Journey to the West is on Blu-ray. This one's Blu-ray. Do you have a Blu-ray? Yeah, this one's Blu-ray, sadly. So I wanted to see that one too, but that one's on Blu-ray and I don't have a Blu-ray player. But yeah, Kmart, they started like shutting down like when I was like in I think like I think I was a sophomore or freshman is when they started going downhill. The Kmart. I remember the big old giant popcorns at Kmart. They have like the big giant popcorns like when you go to like the whatchamacallit, like the movie theaters, they have like big giant popcorns that you can buy for like super cheap. I think I remember this one lady, she bought like 3 of them or something. But I guess I would say next week, between like this weekend or next week, I would say I would bring in the new batch of DVDs. It's all like the older stuff that I haven't sold yet, so just letting you guys know. It's not none of the newer stuff. It's just like the old inventory that I've been having. Yeah, you want me to hold these for you? The movies, the 4 movies, or you want to buy them now? So it'll be 5. It'll be 10 right now for 4 of these. This is 2 for 5. Yeah, I'll hold these for you. Don't worry. I'll hold that for you. If you guys want any of these, let me know in the comments. I don't know if Texan is still in here, but Kmart was the spot to go. Yeah, I'll hold him for you. Don't worry. I'll put him like in a special bag for you. No worries. For either this weekend or next week, depending on what I'm doing this weekend. Because normally I'm here, but yeah, I would go to Kmart. No, I don't post my streams because it's normally just random. People gotta get they get kind of upset about that. They're like, why don't you post your streams? I'm like, I posted last time and it deleted it. I don't know why. Like I post the time and the date and it deleted it because I didn't go on it on time. So like it automatically deletes it. So no guarantees on that though. I can't just I can text you on the messenger. I don't know how to tag, but I can text you on messenger. Just message me right now and then message me on messenger on here on the whatnot, the messengers thing, whatever, and remind me because I always forget. So just remind me again on here and then I'll read it. Because I normally go on here and check my sold listings. So just remind me on here again when you leave. Alright, you two have a good night. But yeah, like what I was saying earlier about Kmart, so I would like go to Kmart like all the time. But normally Target and Kmart and Walmart was like the three top places I would go as a kid. Especially a Target because Target had that restaurant inside and they have like Little Caesars and they have like their own like cafe. I mean, they still have it at Target, but they don't have like the food anymore. They just have like snacks and I don't even think some of the Targets have that snack stuff. They have like Starbucks now in Target. I don't even think they still have the because I remember they took off the food part and they have like the slushies and the sodas. Do they still have that? Because I know that there is this one in my area that has the Starbucks and then they have like the or they took that out. I'm not too sure. I haven't been in Target in like forever. Does anybody know if they still have that? Because I remember they had like early 90s, early 2000s they had the their own recipe, their own restaurant and then they had like Little Caesars or like Pizza Hut or whatever in some places. But the one in Homestead in my hometown, they had Little Caesars because I remember my grandma, not my grandma, but her mother would order the crazy sticks at the Target, and they will have like hot dogs and their own little restaurant. But I don't remember if they had popcorn, but I remember they had Little Caesars. And I was like in first grade or second grade when the time I remembered. So and then she ordered me to go to get food and I told her I can't get it because I can't talk to strangers because you know stranger danger and all that crap. And she told me I had to go up there and like she literally slapped my hand like two times like super hard. And she slapped my hand because I don't know, she was just old I guess. So I had to go up there. And then when I went up there, I was like maybe like 7 or 6 at the time, so I went up there and the kid was like older or whatever. All right, I'm gonna head out, guys. I'm tired.